let's talk about one of the wildest goals we have ever seen in our lives.
I first of all, I had to watch this thing like 6 times to figure out exactly what went down here.
Yeah, you have to watch it a couple times just to be like, did my eyes see what I think they saw?
Right.
And because, like I was mentioning earlier, you think you've seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
This game has existed for over 100 years. We've seen all the highlights, whether they're in black and white, whether they're in 8K.
You ain't adding nothing new.
There's not really something. There's been so many goals. There've been so many shots. There've been so many passes. Nobody's really going to do anything shockingly different.
Right.
And that's exactly what this was. So this
Jacqui Ovalle, and that's why she is the feature for our Run That Back.
Run That Back today. We got to look at one of the wildest goals in that we've ever seen. This is Liga MX Femenile. Tigres against Chivas Guadalajara, and we're looking at it now. Jenny Hermoso sends in a great cross that Jacqueline Ovalle, Jacqueline Ovalle,
putting her whole government out there. I don't even know what goes through your head to suggest this move is one I could make here that will benefit me.
I made the joke that, do you remember Stuart from Mad TV? Remember the character?
I can do it. Let me do it.
Look what I can do.
Yeah.
And
that's
he used
what
to
it
do
is.
like a little kick, like a little thing, like a kid trying to impress his mom and her friends. And that's kind of what this was. It's the
Higuita scorpion kick,
but a spin scorpion,
right? Which makes scorpions even scarier.
I didn't know scorpions had this feature.
When did you download that update, scorpions? It's almost like whatever. Just get a foot on it, and then maybe something positive will happen. And the ball goes in, and I love living in a world. So the female version, the women's game version of a Puskas is the Marta.
The Marta, right?
This, hands down, has to be the winner.
I don't know what is going to compete. We're looking at the angle from the sideline, from basically the end line.
You better score from the stands if you want to beat this. There's just no other way.
Put this in full screen, Carter, so we can really focus on it. This is just such a cool moment. But started from the top. Because the ball from there's a couple moments that are really beautiful. It's Jenny Hermoso sending a great ball in.
Great.
And then the goal. We can't exactly see it here, but Jenny Hermoso, as the ball goes in, Jenny Hermoso is on her knees. You see her on the back. She is literally, she collapses to the ground because she just saw something so incredibly beautiful. She just won the World Cup, going through a ridiculous trial,
which she also won.
Which she won.
Glad to hear that.
But she was just like, I can't believe I just like we as fans watching it.
Right.
We're like, she's just like, I thought I seen it all. I thought I scored every goal possible. I thought I could do everything.
Better than yet, I think part of why she collapses is she's thinking, hey, I got to be a part of that. I got something to do with this. I'm going to be attached to this highlight forever. Because that is ridiculously incredible.
Yeah.
What happens, whether she meant it or not, I could care less.
Doesn't matter.
Fact that this goal exists is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And also maybe this gives a little bit more, eyes on the women's game in Mexico.
That's right.
The Liga MX Femenile.
Yeah, even though Liga MX Femenile has obviously they're playing Tigres. Obviously they share a stadium and stuff like that. So there's less fans in attendance. But there have been games, some really, really big matches, especially some of the finals. They're sold out. They're absolutely packed. So I would argue Liga MX Femenile for certain teams and even certain matches does better than NWSL when it comes to just getting fans in the stadium. So, but yeah, a moment like this obviously helps the brand.
A moment like this.
Sure, keep going. I
kind of got to the end of my lyric sheet there, bro.
Now
this a lifetime for a moment like this.
This is a great moment just for every Tigres, even Liga MX Femenile, the admins, the social teams are like, yo, we got it.
We know what clips. Also, I didn't know this, but a lot of times social teams have responsibilities for a certain amount of engagement. So they're like
quotas.
Yeah, it's almost like quota. Like, hey, in the next month we have to find a way to get 200 million views or whatever across all channels. When this happened, they also dropped to their knees because they're like, yo, quota for this month. Hey, papa.
Bro, my performance review gonna go crazy.
I can't wait for my 90-day review, bro.
No, man, I was really happy about this moment. Again, seeing something like this where that you just sort of haven't really seen before. Oh, Carter, play the goal from the broadcast, and I want to just play it with the audio so we can hear the announcers. Raise the volume there. Okay.
Señoras y señores, es para mí el gol más vistoso que ha marcado la maga.
Right there. So Jacqui Ovalle, her nickname is La Maga,
which is the magician, not your aunt.
Not your problematic uncle on Facebook,
right? Not exactly.
Which is just a fun. You wonder if does it hurt the brand? Does it hurt? Does she think, hey, stop calling me La Maga right now?
Yeah,
it's not. There's a American president that's really making it hot right now.
I think there's somewhere in I think it might be an Arabic country where MAGA is the word used for someone who's like easily fooled. Right? So that's better than the Spanish definition. I think that one.
Just love language. It's beautiful.
I know. Sometimes it just works in your favor. For Jacqui Ovalle, not exactly. You got to come up with like what's the name of a famous female magician? Do you know one?
That's an interesting question. Carter, do you know any famous female magicians? It's a very male-dominated field.
Yeah. He's saying no.
He's saying
by
no.
By the way, he's afraid of the microphone. We got to work on this with Carter. You know how like little kids, they got the spoons that look like airplanes and stuff, so that kids will.
Sure.
We got to do that with the microphone for Carter. We got to make. I think we get. I think we get a Kobe Bryant jersey and put it over the microphone. And I think maybe that's the only way. He'd be instant, be like, oh, what do you guys want to talk about now? Look at this microphone. It's beautiful. That's the only reason. He's waving no as if the show isn't one, audio, and two, the video, he ain't got a camera on it. So there's no way for you to know. It just looks like he's not paying attention to us.
So shout out to Jacqui Ovalle. Again, it's such a really, really dope moment. And I mean.
Also, the fact that it happened in the women's game is great. The more focus and the more eyes we can put on that, the better.
Sure. And I did see a bunch of people being like, oh, this is a Puskas nominee. It's a Marta now. We all gotta adjust.
But I like it because now that's how we all learn. It's a Marta, right? We all learn together.
And if you don't remember, Marta won the first Marta award, which is
how dare you? How dare you not?